What the fuck?
Oh, Pina and Vagina.
Oh my god. That was fun.
Well, energy-wise, we're not going to be able to top them, but we're still going to try with one more Am I the Asshole?
Great.
Yes, okay.
Let's see what we have here. Oh, I liked this one. I hope, we just did a pretty horny scene, so
Okay.
this one might be in that world, but...
Okay.
Hey, all right.
Am I the asshole for demanding my girlfriend tells me her author's pen name? I, 32 male, have been dating Siobhan, female 32, for 6 months now. She's always been very vague about what she does for a living, but recently one of her friends mentioned something and I finally dragged it out of her. She's an author. She writes and self-published romance and erotica stories and novels, and while not rich, she's able to make a living out of it.
That rules.
Yeah.
That's great.
I Googled her name and couldn't find anything, so I confronted her about this. She said she's writing under her pen name, so I demanded she gives it to me so I know what she does. She refuses, saying she doesn't want it to be leaked even by accident and no one knows. Wow. I accused her of not trusting me and she still refused, which was very annoying. I tried a nicer approach and told her that I want to know her fantasies so I can try it out with her. And she told me that what she writes aren't her fantasies, but her readers, and she's still not going to tell me. At night, I tried to check her laptop for her pen name, but she changed her password before bed. I was annoyed and told her she clearly doesn't trust me and it's not fair because I have a right to know what she writes, especially since it's a sensitive topic, and I don't know her if I don't know her pen name. She was furious. I tried to look on her laptop and told me to go home. Before leaving, I told her when she calls to apologize. I expect to get her pen name with the apology. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
She called me an asshole on my way out. I thought she'd call by now, but she hasn't. My sister told me I was the asshole and I should apologize, but I just don't see it and need it. Second opinion, was I the asshole?
Yes.
Wow.
That sucks.
Full-throatedly.
So.
I think so. And also because it was very clear through the actions, like they weren't like, I want to like share this with you. They were like, I want to make sure you're not doing anything. It was controlling. It wasn't like, I wish you'd share this with me because I would love to know more about your creativity.
Mm-hmm. It was controlling and manipulative. It was like,
Yeah.
I need to know.
Right. I need to know you can't, this art, I need to know what you're doing with your art. Yeah. Kind of shitty. I didn't like that. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't like that one bit. It's like that. You know enough that they're a writer of erotica novels. Like that's fine. That's great. Who cares?
Yeah.
It's so like I would be really curious, and
Yes.
I would get to a point in a relationship, maybe not 6 months, but maybe within a year, where it's like, I'd like to know about this, just like it's weird that my partner has a secret job, and it would mean I don't know a big part of them. So I think it would eventually be a deal breaker for me if they couldn't. Like,
I do think it would get
share.
to that point where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you can't even tell me that. Like, but it feels like there might be something underlying with
Yeah.
this relationship.
Right. I
With
agree.
everything.
It's like there's a weirdness. There is a weirdness. I would say like, yeah, it was definitely there's a ton of miscommunication between both of them, but for whatever reason, maybe I inferred this, but yeah, I agree that like, it would be weird if you're like, I can never tell you. It's like, that's weird because you're not in the CIA. It would be weird, but then it should also be then the person who's dating the person should make them feel safe to share it.
yes,
That's
which he
yes.
did not do.
Yes.
Right.
And not trying to sneak into the laptop and find out, or
Right.
or being like, okay, well, I'm out of here, and you better call me to apologize and tell me your pen name. Like,
Yeah.
that's not the way to do it.
It is so clear by the way he's wording things that she just like knows she can't trust him.
Yeah,
So the main question is like, what does she get out of this relationship actually? But
right.
have you all ever looked in someone else's phone or computer without them knowing?
No. I feel if somebody, like, if I'm next to somebody, I'll like glance over and then be like, what am I doing? Like,
I do
who
that,
gives
yeah.
a
Right.
shit? And it's not because of I care. It's just kind of like, what's going on? Oh,
Yeah.
wait. But I've never like,
Yeah, no, I really haven't. And I can't exactly tell you why. It's not like I have some like great moral high standing, but like, Yeah, I just kind of feel like there's a real breakdown in trust once you're doing that. Or it's
It's
like,
a huge breach. Yeah.
Yeah.
because then the problem's already there. Because if you already don't trust that person that deeply already, then it's like you're certainly not going to get it by finding and lurking for secrets.
Yes. 100%.
Right. Do you think it made a difference? Like, because when I grew up, we had one computer for our house.
Mm-hmm.
And so it kind of was just like, yeah, whatever happens. But also, I wasn't looking up like porno or anything. My
Right.
parents weren't either. But I wonder if there's something of like, I trust, or I guess I just don't. Yeah, I don't care what people, what.
Yeah,
but I
there's
also
like a
am not in relationships that I am worrying about anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a deeper. I mean, like even like what you're saying, Betsy. Like of the one computer, like there's an implicit trust required in like the family dynamic there to have one computer. You know?
Yeah.
But also there's another feeling of like, oh, I could be discovered, so you'd have to be a little more safe
Yes.
with it.
Like chat rooms. I would go
Yeah.
to chat rooms and catfish people.
Really?
Yeah. Just in dumb, just
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, like if somebody's like, I'm from California, I'd be like, yeah, me too. Like just that shit of like,
What a time.
what a time to be alive.
Time. Dearest Elizabeth,
Yeah.
I am writing you, for I fear I may have found a secret of ill repute in your salon. I was looking through your papers, and unwittingly, I found something. A letter of sexual desire. Now, and be real. Was this letter meant for me or thine secret lover? Signed, Abernathy.
Dearest Abernathy, first of all, why were you going through my papers in my salon? That is my property, my private property. How dare you? But also, the letter was not for you. Well, he sent me a quick telegram. Oh, I got your telegram. Anyways, it was not for you. But you need not worry about who's it for and who it is not for. Trust me, that is all I ask of you. Love, Elizabeth.
Oh, my dear God, what am I to do with this? I know who I'll ask. I'll write a poignant letter to my dearest Elizabeth's close friend. Dearest Ebenezer, it has recently come to my attention that my dearest Elizabeth has been sending sexual letters to people.
Oh, no.
Oh, I knew it. I heard that. Is it true that you were the one she's been courting sexually with tales of ribaldry and feather touching? Tell me, I must know. Yours in Christ, Abernathy.
My dear sweet Abernathy, I am appalled in the name of Christ to hear this accusation. And whatever gasp you heard while writing your letter was surely not me hiding in your house after recently making love to Elizabeth. What? Would you even think that for? I love thine before all, and I have promised myself to the horses and the fields, for I am not of noble birth and could never be with your sweet, buxom, beautiful, great listening, caring,
Thank you,
longest
baby.
hair.
I heard that.
Okay, fine. Maybe we should all not meet in the fireplace room. We're all in the same damn house. Let's
Yes,
go.
we've been writing letters in the same goddamn room in the same goddamn house because we're from the 1800s and we have poor communication skills.
Yes, we do, and we also have so many hours of the day to do nothing.
Nothing at all. What is the meaning of this?
Abernathy,
We wake up at 5 a.m. We go to sleep at 9 p.m. What do we even do all day? I'll tell you this,
Yeah.
Abernathy. Whatever I have been accused of, I apologize, and let's put it in the past.
Oh, you're such a big, strong man, Ebenezer.
You stop it, Elizabeth.
Ah,
Ebenezer.
Abernathy. What?
I am not so quick to forget and forgive. I would be willing to move forward if we were to define exactly what the parameters of this lover's triangle was to become.
Are you saying some sort of way for us to be amorous?
Yes.
But not mono-amorous with each other?
Ah, interesting. Such a pagan ideal I have no familiarity with, but I'd be willing to consider, for I agree with you. The days are long, and there's only so many hours one can spend on the chamber pot, thinking and thinking.
So that's what you do for all those hours.
I spend them on the chamber pot, wishing for good things to think and write about, for nothing comes to me.
I'll tell you what comes to me.
Hey,
Hey, this
Hey.
idea. You are saying that we could be multiple lovers all at once. I'm here for that.
On today's written episode of Love in the Modern Times, we talk about a new idea for lovers recently come upon by Freudian thinkers. That perhaps love can be greater than just between one pair of people. On today's written episode, we have on a guest who I've written a letter to. It is a foremost thinker in modern lovemaking in the 1800s. Send letter.
Yes. Ah, very good. 'Tis I, Abernathy Bagilliton, free thinker, chamber pot enthusiast, and sexual soothsayer. For 'tis no thought nobler than the one of, may I take you in bed? 'Tis no thought higher than the one thought when squeezing one woman's boobus and thinking, what if there was another penis here?
So what written pod castings have you been reading lately?
I've been very intrigued. Me and my partner Elizabeth here,
Yes.
we've been expanding our horizons.
Oh, yes. We've been listening to my favorite
Ooh,
my favorite
What would it be in this era?
my favorite fornication. That's
my
it.
favorite
yeah,
fornication.
Yes.
Yes, that's what it is.
Very
And
good.
I get shy to say the word fornication because I'm a lady.
Yeah, of course you are. Well, yeah, I heard Abraham Lincoln on a recent episode of What the Foxtrot.
Oh, I love that with Marcus Maron.
Yes.
Scene.
Can I just read real quick. Here's a
Yes.
fun fact.
Please.
Abraham Lincoln was supposed to be part of the Donner Party.
What?
You
Isn't
know
that
what? I
nuts?
briefly heard that recently too. On
Whoa.
I can't remember where even.
Yeah.
Whoa.
On TikTok. Yeah. Well, how
Um,
crazy is that? What does that even mean?
Yeah, what does that
who
mean?
was the Donner Party?
So it was actually really big. It was like a bunch of different families, and one of the two main families, the Donners and the Reeds, and apparently Abraham Lincoln was best friends with the head of the Reeds family, and was like supposed to go, but then bailed like day of.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow. A
Jesus.
beautiful lesson in bailing.
Dude, yeah.
If you're not feeling the vibe.
If you're not feeling the vibe, get out of there. You be
Dude.
in the Donner Party.
Just like New Year's Eve, if it's not your thing, don't go to the
Yes.
party.
Okay.
That's a great fact. I
Yeah,
mean,
it
like,
blew
what
my
would the
mind.
world have been like? What
I
would have
know.
happened?
Oh,
Dude.
God, right?
John
Who
Wilkes
knows?
Booth is president?
Whoa.
Oh, God.
Even more guns somehow.
Yeah, more. Yeah, even easier to get. Oh.
Yeah, what a funny country. We didn't outlaw guns when someone just blew the president's brains out.
Isn't that funny?
Dude.
Isn't
Dude.
that strange?
And here we are now. Well, I'll leave us on another Lincoln fact that I remember from reading his a biography about him. He used to write scat poetry and keep it in his hat, like poetry
What?
about shitting, like little jokes and limericks about poop.
What?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So maybe they kind of just disinvited him from the
Hey, I don't want your friend Abe coming. That dude, all he does is write poems about shit, man.
to poo or not to poo? That is the question.